Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of All spring event, day 2, I guess, week 1, day 2. Still not sure what to call this weird period of time, as feels weird to not have a campaign in between, even though we still have a world event going on. But anyways, okay, so, in other news, of course, we still got spring event going on every single day. Obviously, we'll be poking that, getting our battles in, all that good stuff, basically 6 battles per day. Slowly working towards all the unlocks, probably going for the legend first, then the armor, then the pet, then the orb. Though, of course, it doesn't really matter too much order we end up going in, ultimately, as long as we get it all by the end. Anyways, aside from that, of course, main thing we have going on today is the faction event. Pretty straightforward faction. Quite a few treasure rooms, if I'm not mistaken. Every single one of these is actually a treasure room in between. 6 total treasure rooms with a battle in between. So a lot of loot to be had here. As far as overall potential. I wonder what the Deep Delve variant of this place would be. Because the Deep Delve variant could be super crazy for this place, given how much loot it already has. Anyways, we're going to be going through that. Probably just going to do standard guards avatar team. I think I showed something different for the video, just so it wouldn't show 2 guards avatar teams. But we are ultimately probably just going to go with the standard guards avatar. As I do believe we have access to everything except Leprechaun, which we'll probably have to do Harpy Mage for. As is, I believe, a red-yellow restriction. Let me just double check. Yeah, red-yellow. So we can run basically the Harpy Mage version of the Quick Kill Guards avatar. Anyways, before we do that though, let's go do the spring event. We are just talking about it, might as well go do it. Of course, it is green restriction. I believe we're still using the truffle strategy. We are, which is a super cheap team as well, as far as running the event down. Yeah, I forgot to mention in the Monday video. Had a lot of people asking. I don't think I've ever had so many people ask for a single team I forgot. It was a very high number this time around. Because if I don't post, like, let's say, like, the Friday team, like, most people won't end up mentioning anything. But I guess because it was one of the ones for the event that's immediately going on. I think, like, 4 different people asked. Yeah, I kind of forgot. There's so many other things going on. But, yeah, pretty much just anything with Leprechaun full AoE is pretty good for this event. It's pretty easy, too. It never really gets to a particularly high amount of stats. And even if it does, well, you have Truffle. It's not an infinite loop version because we don't have access to... Oh gosh, what's it called? We don't have access to Forest Troll, unfortunately, under the color restriction. That's good enough. That's what it needs to do. I'll get that. It's just not infinite loop. But it is a lot of damage. Anyways, hello everyone. Hope you guys have been having a wonderful, wonderful week so far. Hello, Bill. Hello, Jason. Hello, Jonian. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, Mr. Jesse. Hello, Draco. Hello, Insane Gamer. Hello, Bert. Hello, Eric. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Let's go clear out these last few. Good old water. Let's see. I've been needing to pick up another drink, though, recently. Also, hello, Isabel, Tyrion. Hello, Maximus. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I've been meaning to pick up another drink lately, and I just have no clue what. Because I want it to not be soda. I want it to not be caffeine. I want it to not be too high in sugar. I don't want it to be too similar to water, because that's what I'm trying to find an alternative to. Because I do like my water. But I've literally been drinking, like, only 2 things the last, like, couple months. Because I've been completely away from, soda lately. So, like, the only 2 things I've been drinking is, like, the Arizona tea, which is not the best thing for you, but I have it as, like, the main alternative right now. And obviously water. And that is it. I need, like, a 3rd thing. One thing I tried, the other week, though I hate, like, tomato stuff in, like, excess. Or even just in general. But, you guys know V8s? Those little, like, veggie drinks? I had them again the other week, and, I don't know. They're okay. Like, I don't know. I would drink them. But they're kind of average. I think the biggest issue is it's too tomato-based, and I don't like tomato things. Like, it's not bad. But it's like, I don't know, it's very average. Would expect more from it. I think it's mostly because I just hate tomato stuff. Like, it overall doesn't taste too bad. It's not even, like, overly tomatoey. It's still, like, tomato-based. It's kind of like noodles with, like, tomato sauce. Like, yes, it's not, like, that much tomato. But, I don't know, it's still tomatoey. Rather have, like, an Alfredo sauce or something. You don't like drinking pizza sauce? It doesn't taste like pizza sauce. It actually tastes better than pizza sauce, I would say. V8 or V8 Fusions? I'm pretty sure it was a V8. I don't think I've ever heard of a V8 Fusion. Alright, you know what? We're already clicking on this. Might as well take Adventure Board. And keep slowly getting up this hero class. Gosh, the day we finally have this thing maxed, we're handing out like 2 or 3 codes. It has been like a month and a half slow grind. Because I keep doing it like as minimally as possible each day. It's because it's missing a crushed cheese and other toppings. It still doesn't taste like tomato sauce. Like if you try putting that on a pizza, it would not taste the same. The fusions are much more palatable. Interesting. I've never tried them before. I need to look into them. I don't know. I like most vegetable-like things. Tomatoes like one of the only few vegetables I don't like. And I know technically it's a fruit, but it's a vegetable. No amount of science will ever tell me otherwise. I still think of a tomato as a vegetable. I can't comprehend it as a fruit, so it is still a vegetable to me. Tastes like cold tomato soup. Honestly, it kind of does. And cold tomato soup is not as good as warm tomato soup. Actually, that's something I haven't had for a while. Tomato soup. Like a good grilled cheese with tomato soup. I haven't had that in ages. Honestly, grilled cheese in general I haven't really had in ages as well. At least a proper grilled cheese. Mostly because I don't really have access to a grill that often. I don't know, doing it in a pan, like it's still grilled cheese. It's not the same thing though. It's not the full grilled cheese experience. Though it does do when you're in a craving for a grilled cheese. But it's still not exactly the same. It's like a fried cheese instead of a grilled cheese. Let's see. I'll take that over. But fried cheese is still good. Honestly, everything fried pretty much tastes good. For the most part. Hello, Ginky. Catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. You wonder if grilled cheese would be good with V8? Honestly, it would. I have had that a while back. Not anytime recently, but I have had a grilled cheese with a V8. And if you don't want to make tomato soup, it's pretty much the same thing, except cold. It's pretty much the same experience, except it's just very, very cold. And not quite the same. If you're going to be lazy with one, might as well be lazy with both. Instead of a grilled cheese on a grill, doing it on a pan, you can also do a V8, so you don't have to make a tomato soup. The double combination. The no grill grilled cheese with the no soup V8. Let's see. But yeah, I have done that before. Not recently, though. Anyways, what am I doing? I need Zolgoth team. We don't have an option. Where's all my mana? I need mana. Leprechaun, round 2. Fight! How do we get more Leprechaun mana back into it than anything else? There we go. Of all the things to get, like, partial mana. A nuked V8 is basically... I don't know, can you even microwave that? It's not really in a microwavable device. You'd have to put it into something else. I don't think I've ever microwaved it before. You've never had tomato soup, really? You're not missing out on much, though. Tomato soup's kind of average. I feel like tomato soup is made good based on what you have with it. Like, just plain tomato soup is kind of underwhelming. Like, tomato soup and absolutely nothing else. It's normally the assisting thing that you put with tomato soup that makes it good. Oh, it's not a thing value. Interesting. Yeah, tomato soup's really low down on what I would consider a good soup. Lobster bisque is still one of my favorite. But there's no good pre-made one. which is an issue. So I, like, very rarely ever get it. There are a few places by me that do a really good one. I haven't had it in years. Like, a very, very long time. Actually, it's kind of funny. The last time I've even had any lobster bisque was with Defiant. When seeing him in Chicago. Actually, he's moved away from Chicago at this point. But back when he was still living in Chicago, he took me out to Red Lobster when I was in the area, which was really nice of him. And one of the things I got was lobster bisque. And that's actually the last time I ate lobster bisque. So it's been like 3-4 years now. Now that I think about it. It's like one of my favorite soups. And all the canned ones just aren't the same. It's almost like the difference between getting like canned vegetables and like fresh vegetables. Like, yeah, they are physically the same, but you know, it's not the same. Oh no, Chicago pizza, I've had it a couple times from a couple places. And my verdict on it is it's not pizza. My personal verdict. After having New York style pizza, New Jersey, and other similar good pizza, I do not identify Chicago's pizza as pizza. Some people do. I do not. Oh no, it wasn't the worst thing I've ever had. But, it was pretty close. No. No, it was edible. It's just not what I'm looking for when I'm looking for pizza. Like, at all. Who knows, maybe I'll give it a 4th try. Actually, one thing I haven't done in Chicago yet is just order standard pizza. I wonder if I just find a decent pizza place and just order, like, you know, not Chicago-style pizza, but, you know, like, standard pizza, if it would actually be pretty good or not. Because I haven't tried that yet. I would assume so. Like, how can they mess up standard pizza? I shouldn't say that. There's a bunch of pizza chains out there that have found a way to mass-produce awful pizza. But generally speaking, the average place tends to have at least, like, some standard of not horribleness when it comes to pizza. Even some of the bigger chains, like, you know, it's still edible. It's really low-quality pizza, but, you know, it's edible. It satisfies the pizza-shaped object taste need. Anyways, what am I looking for? I am looking for, not this. Why am I trying to change my team? I am trying to change my team. I know why I'm trying to change my team. I'm, like, one step ahead of myself. I'm trying to find, any team. And then replace it with Circuit and Hadley. Tasty equals pizza snob. No. Not quite. I don't know. If you've ever had, like, Chicago-style pizza, I think you would understand. Compared to a couple other locations. I don't know. I eat pretty much anything, though. Like, you put any pizza in front of me and say it's free, I will eat it. I don't even care what topping it has on it. It's pizza. It has a minimum it has like a minimum base of goodness, regardless of what it is. Anyways, what am I looking for? I am looking for guard avatar. That's not how you spell guard. It's spelled with 2 A's. I'm not even under weapon. I mean, I'm not even under the right category. Oh, I'm also still... Wait, I still have that saved from yesterday? When we did that for the video? Gosh. Okay, so I need guard. I need, what do I need here? Harpy Mage. Harpy Mage. I need, gosh. Circo and Hadley. Why can I not remember the team? And then we need, like, a Explodey. I don't know. Just type Explode. Pick the first thing you see. There you go. Poor Aberro Crystal. I feel like I've used it so many times, not because it's necessarily the best option, but because it's the first option that shows up. And by it being this first option that shows up, it's like, it's good enough. I'm using this Stormcaller currently. Is that even worth it on this team? Compared to, yeah, why not, I guess. Like, it wouldn't hurt using Stormcaller with this. There's no reason not to. Might as well. Oh, I forgot to put the team on copy paste. That would help, though. I forgot it doesn't just transfer over, like with some modes. Stormcaller gives us the advantage of having Yellow Storm. The problem with that, though, is the most likely time we'll clear the borders with Harpy Mage, and then she replaces it with Brown Storm. So realistically, I should just go, like, Titan or something. And make sure that the rest of our team won't die. Well, it's very unlikely that would happen at this low of a range. Still worthwhile. Oh, also it has half mana to start, something the other thing, very specifically does not have. Alright, we'll put that right in there. Put that in there, and there we go. Alright, let's battle. Hello, Supernova. Welcome, welcome. Did Kafka provide codes? Good question. I actually didn't check today. I messaged her again last night. Honestly, I'm gonna keep messaging her again every single day this week until she replies back. And she'll just see her inbox spammed with like a billion messages. Let me see. Let me double check. So I think we've messaged her, what, 2 or 3 times in the last 2 days? We've pretty much been doing it every single day since Sunday. I haven't done it yet today, so that will be 3rd. Yeah, I'm basically doing it every day since Sunday until it happens. Let's see. Loading, 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 loading. The final verdict is no. Those both sent me another message. Let's see. Oh, there it is. But yeah, Kafka has not sent me any more codes. Hello again. Just poking with a reminder. Thanks. There we go. Okay, I have poked her every single day since Sunday. And I shall continue until she replies back. Also, I didn't even realize it. Her forum, profile is actually locked. You can't actually private message her on the forum anymore. So, that's unfortunate. I found that out the other day when I was trying to send her a private message there. Because I was like, oh, where else can I contact her that isn't, Discord? And then I realized, I can't. I wonder what that happened. Because I remember messaging her quite a few times on the forum. But apparently, you can no longer message her on the forum anymore. And I'm not sure what her email is, so I basically only have Discord now. Just to figure out what her email is. I'm not sure that would get it to her any quicker. Why not Spirit Walker so we can gain free class XP? True, but I like how slow the class is currently moving. I don't want to speed it up more. It's going perfectly fine right now. I mostly want a half mana start in case we need it for the mana option. Like right now, if it'll let me. But then again, I keep forgetting, Spirit Walker does have half mana start. I'm not sure why, I keep thinking it doesn't. Because it has it off of one of its perks, not naturally. But yeah, it does actually have a half mana start. Something I always keep forgetting about it. Honestly, that hero class was ultimately a lot more underwhelming than I was expecting. It in premise seems pretty good. I like a lot of things in premise, it just didn't kind of work. Like, a monk hero class in premise is like one of the strongest hero classes in the game. But in practice, elementals is just so much better that you might as well just use that in almost every situation. Like, monk has so much cleanse and a few other things going for it. Like the gaining mana when being fully blocked. Or gaining extra mana when not fully blocked. But just not enough to justify using. It's kind of unfortunate, because it's actually kind of good. The cheese kind of blended with the codes. When you read this statement. Did Kafka provide cheese? No. She will at some point. Not cheese, but codes. They're just gonna send me like a gift basket of cheese. Actually, I haven't had that much cheese variety lately. I feel like there's only a few cheeses I ever eat. Like those American white slices of cheese. Gouda. And, gosh, why did I forget the other one? The thick white one. Gosh, what? Parmesan. Those are like the only 3 cheeses I pretty much consume these days. That and whatever cheeses are used for various pizzas. I haven't had a pizza in a little while. Actually, I was mentioning it too. From Domino's, I literally get their dip more than I get their pizza. Like their 5 cheese dip or 3 cheese dip, whatever it is. I'm not sure what cheeses they use in it, but they are good. If I had to guess, it is probably cheddar, Parmesan, something. Somewhere's around there. Because one of them is definitely like that orangish cheddar cheese. You could tell by its coloration. Which, generally, I don't really use on things. I feel like that cheese is good mostly for salads, which I generally don't put cheese in my salads. And, there's probably some other purpose. That's the only thing I use it for, though. I don't know. What do you guys use that orange cheese for? Like that slightly sharper orange cheese, or whatever it's called? Is it just called cheddar? I'm not even sure. But, I don't know. What else is it used for? I literally only use it occasionally for salads. I know it has more purpose than that. But that is personally the only thing I ever use it for. Like that finely diced one that I just like put in salad sometimes. You know, like you just plop a whole handful in there and it's good to go. Put a couple croutons in there, put some imitation crab, some dressing, and probably a pseudo cheese. I wouldn't be surprised. Though honestly, it's probably cheaper just to make a normal cheese than to make a pseudo cheese. Like I wouldn't be surprised, mostly because of the excess of milk. Like one of the reasons cheese even exists is they were trying to find, you know, more ways to use milk. It's one of the reasons yogurt exists as well and stuff like that. But anyways, but I am pretty sure it is more expensive to make like a vegan cheese than it is to just make cheese into like any other standard cheese form. I'm not certain on that, but I'm pretty certain it is cheaper to make a standard cheese just out of milk than it would be to make like some kind of imitation cheese. I have had imitation cheese before, like vegan cheese, which obviously has to be imitation, just by the fact that it's not cheese. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. Like, it was edible. Like, you definitely know something's up with that cheese when you eat it, because you can't really identify it as any existing cheese you've really had before. However, it is edible. It's just hard to identify what it is, because you can't really, like, compare it to another cheese, in a sense. Well, I guess you can. But, like, you know it's a cheese you've never had before. But you can also kind of tell, like, it's not quite a cheese, but it's also, like, still tastes enough like a cheese that's like, it works. It's okay, is the bottom line. I would definitely not eat it on a regular basis. But if I was out with someone and they're vegan and, you know, we had to get, like, some kind of vegan cheese, like, I wouldn't mind. Actually, I remember one time when that happened in, oh gosh, it would have been high school, actually. Because one of my friends in high school at the academy was, like, purely vegan, like, strictly vegan. Like, no one in her sight could, like, eat non-vegan. So one time we were out at this, like, show, because we were doing some kind of art show thing. It was for the class, for the academy. But, basically we had this animation project thing. And, we were doing the expedition for it and everything, and we're at the, studio place, or whatever you call it, the convention center, and, all that, and we were on break. And, we got, like, a little voucher thing for, like, a pizza or anything, but, she couldn't eat it because she's vegan and has cheese on it. So we ended up going out to some local vegan place, and I ended up having some kind of burger that had, like, vegan cheese on it, some kind of green thing that I don't even know how to identify. It looks like someone plucked grass and then put it onto a sandwich, except it looked like sprouts. Like, it looked like some kind of sprouting plant put on a sandwich. I don't sure what it was, but it wasn't bad. Whatever that combination of items were. So basically, it was a burger that wasn't meat. It was a cheese that wasn't cheese. It was some kind of lettuce that wasn't even lettuce. It was like some kind of sprouts thing. And it had some kind of sauce that I cannot identify as anything. I'm not sure what it was. But honestly, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I wouldn't eat it again. But it wasn't bad. That wasn't the last time I had vegan cheese, so it is one of the more memorable ones. I think the last time I had vegan cheese was oddly enough at Melting Pot a couple years ago. Because they had like an all-you-can-eat special, so I tried literally every single cheese they had. And of course they had a vegan option, so I was like, let me go try a vegan dip. And, it wasn't bad. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. It was under the edible to slightly above edible category. It was bean sprouts? No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't bean sprouts. I'm not sure how to identify it. Like, imagine a plant in its, like, second growth stage, and then put that on a sandwich. That is the closest way I can identify it, I think. I kind of want to Google to try to find an image of it now. Let's see. I don't know, I could try looking up sprouts. Green sprouts? Is that what it is? Looking for images. Well, that's a scary thing to do while streaming. But, let's see. Yeah, it kind of looked like that. You know, maybe it was those. It looks similar to this, but not quite like this. Though very similar. But yeah, it's some kind of variant of this. Whatever that is. Imagine that on a sandwich. It wasn't bad. I'd prefer lettuce. But, it works. Though I don't really understand why they didn't use lettuce. I guess maybe that's healthier for you, or supposed to be healthier or something? As most vegan things are trying to do that, generally speaking. I don't know, is lettuce bad for you? I wouldn't think so. Maybe for form factor? It just seems like a weird choice when lettuce exists, because obviously lettuce is vegan. So why not just use lettuce? It was a bean sprout patty. It could have been, potentially. I have no clue what it was. All I know is that we were out. We got it, and, you know, it was good. But yeah, it might have quite literally just been a bean sprout patty. Because it would have been an imitation burger, that green sprout, some kind of brown sauce that I can't really identify as anything. I'm not sure what that brown sauce was. And, I'm not sure if the bread was different. Though, can you really have vegan bread? Though I guess it could have been bread that doesn't have, what's his name in it? Gluten. It seemed like normal bread to me, though. It was actually probably the most normal thing about the sandwich. It was probably the bread. What's my weapon right now? Good question. Abro Crystal, there it is. The main reason it's Abro Crystal is it begins with A. And it doesn't cover any color that he's using. So I tend to put it on this team a lot. Not because it's necessarily the best option for this team, but because it's the quickest option that is usable. Because it has no mana conflict and you can just one-click click it. You're lucky that it wasn't eggplant sliced in a patty shape and call it a burger. I have had a eggplant patty before, or something close to it, like an eggplant sandwich. And honestly, it's not bad. Like if you're expecting a burger, it's horrible because it's nowhere close to a burger. But if you're actively going out of your way and being like, oh, I'm going to have like an eggplant sandwich, it's not bad. It's not my favorite thing, but I've had it before. It's definitely not a burger alternative, I can say that. Because it does not satisfy the same craving. But it's not a bad sandwich. I feel like it's a little bland, though. Because the pure taste of eggplant and bread, like, you need more. Like, you need some sauce in there, you need a few other things. Like, it can't just be eggplant and bun. Like, you need more things going on there. Oh, wait, he was stunned? What did he get stunned by? Because wasn't that the revive guy? Maybe not. Never mind. Anyways, what we're doing? Let's take these battles. Oh, here's the fake treasure room guy. He's the only treasure room in the game that does not give 800 plus gold, which makes it very confusing to ever describe what a treasure room is. Because this one room is the exception to every treasure room. Every treasure room in the game is 800 plus gold except this one. That has 30 glory instead. It makes it very confusing sometimes to explain what a treasure room is. Because ideally it'd be like, oh, any room with 800 plus gold is a treasure room. That's super easy to understand. But there's one exception, that room. Which just adds way more words to explain every time. Because yes, it's every room with 800 plus gold, except that one that has 30 glory. That one dwarf room we just took out. Which kind of ruins the whole 800 plus gold treasure room thing. It's nice that it gives that much glory, but I still wish it gave like 800 gold to go with it. At least some kind of high number to distinguish it, like a 750. You have the Impossible Meat products here at the store. You've never tried it, though. I've had Impossible Meats and similar things to it before. They're okay. Not sure how healthy they really are. Because I'm pretty sure they overhype that. They're probably like so absurdly artificial as far as everything in it. But, I don't know, I've had many of them before. They've been varying degrees of unedible to, it passes as an alternative. Everything in between. For the most part, I haven't really been eating anything like that in a long, long while. I think it's been a couple years now. Like at least 2 years since I've had any kind of like fake meat or anything. I feel like technology needs to advance a bit more before they've truly perfected fake meats and similar things. Give it another decade or two. Because that one vegan sandwich I was talking about, I actually had that over a decade ago. And technology has gotten better since then, but not better enough. But yeah, I would have had that sandwich, I would have been 17, so I had it 11 years ago. 11 and a half. Oh, let's say 11. Because that would have happened later in the year, so yeah. About 11 a year ago was the last time I had like a... Or not the last time I've had any kind of vegan sandwich, but the last time I had that specific type of vegan sandwich, I guess. Oh, what do I need here? Take a brown. I don't know, my stance on meat is I generally just eat it very minimally. Like, I don't, like, super actively go out of my way to not eat meat. But, I sometimes avoid it. Really just depends. Some meat just tastes good, too good to ever stop eating, though. There's a lot of good meats out there. I do feel like I eat way less meat than the average person, though. I'm definitely heavy on salads. Like, I would say my diet is at least 2/3 salad. Which might not be the healthiest of things, but... not that salad is unhealthy, but, you know, eating that much salad. Like, most of my diet these days is probably fish and salad. With, like, a few other meats in there, here and there. And generally a lot of vegetables. I haven't been eating as many fruits lately, though. The only thing I really eat fruit with these days is yogurt. Which is also one of those, like, pseudo-healthy things where, like, it's healthy, but not the healthiest thing you could really be eating. But, I don't know, the yogurts with fruit at the bottom are just way too satisfying. Like, since, McDonald's doesn't have fruit parfaits anymore, I'm pretty sure my, since McDonald's has not had fruit parfaits, I think my uptick in buying yogurt has gone up by, like, 500%. Because normally, if I was craving something like that, I would just go to McDonald's and just get that thing for $1 and be like, okay, there we go. Craving satisfied. But now if I want to do the same thing, I pick up like a dozen yogurts. With a little fruit at the bottom. Which isn't quite the same experience, but, you know, it's close enough. I'll take that over. But I never just buy one. Like, obviously, if you go to McDonald's, you only buy one fruit parfait. But if I'm buying yogurt, I'm not just going to a store and buying one singular yogurt. I'm gonna pick up like half a dozen to a dozen. It just doesn't make sense to just buy a single yogurt. Not to mention they sometimes have bulk sales normally on most yogurts where you get like, you know, cheaper if you buy multiple. Which of course encourages you to get multiple, which then means you eat more of it. Man, I miss when McDonald's had fruit parfaits. They're never gonna get them back, which is unfortunate. Yeah, the Dan yogurt cups are amazing. It's the main brand I normally get. I sometimes pick some other ones up if they're like super on sale. Oh, I didn't read the rest. With sour cream Pringles? Oh! Wait, you actually tried it? Or are you just joking about when we did it? Or did you actually try it and liked it? Because honestly, it wasn't bad. Pringles and Dannon yogurt, it actually functions pretty well. No way, never. I feel that way about dipping fries in a shake. Like in a Frosty. I would never do that. But people say it's good. But honestly, Pringles and Dannon yogurt, actually amazing. I still will never try fries in a Frosty. I don't know, maybe I'll need to at some point. But Pringles and Dannon yogurt, actually kind of insane. I tried it once because we were doing that one stream that was like 12 hours long that one day. I can't remember what we were doing that day, but at one point we tried it and it was good. I think it was one of the Volt event grinds. We do some pretty crazy things during Vault Event grinds. By the way, we have Vault Event grind this weekend. I'm pretty sure every Vault Event grind makes me 1% more insane. It is very grindy, especially if aiming for 1,000. Because that's like 30 plus hours in 3 days. Just straight grinding for the thing. Dipping a butter bagel in strawberry yogurt is good. I don't think I've ever done that, but I have had strawberry spread on a bagel before, and that's pretty good. So I assume that other combination would work good. Actually, I had that a lot in middle and high school, oddly enough. Like a strawberry spread on a bagel for breakfast. With like chocolate or strawberry milk. For the double strawberry. I was really into strawberry stuff back then. I would say I still like strawberry stuff, but not as much back then. Or compared to back then. But yeah, I would have like Death by Strawberry. Like I would wake up before school, have strawberry milk, have a strawberry bagel. Or yeah, it would be a strawberry bagel with strawberry milk with a strawberry cream cheese spread. The triple strawberry. Though normally it was a plain bagel, but though sometimes we would have a strawberry one. Or some kind of other thing like an everything bagel or cinnamon bagel or something similar. But sometimes it was a strawberry bagel for the triple strawberry. A little overkill, but it was good. It eventually got tiring because I probably got sick of so much strawberry. But it was good for the time. Death by Strawberry. It's like Death by Chocolate when you're in like a super chocolate mood. Except it's the strawberry equivalent of such a mood. And now Death by Cheese Dip. I would say that's my current trend, yes. I'm a big fan of cheese dips these days. I haven't had one for a while. I think the last time I had a cheese dip was the Super Bowl. Which I might have had it one time since then. Oh yeah, I did. I actually had it for Easter. I almost forgot about that. Because we ordered it with a bunch of other stuff we already had in the house. Because we needed like one more side, so we were like, ah, let's just go order it from Domino's. That's exactly what we did. But, obviously that wasn't the main course in that case. We had plenty of other things. It was just kind of a little side thingy. Because why not? But, yeah, I think that was the last time I had it. The time before then, I think, was Super Bowl, though. Oh, you know why we're talking about food? I haven't ate dinner yet. That always happens. Anytime I don't eat dinner before stream, you always know. Because the topic of stream is food. That's always an issue. I think the same thing happened in college. And it wasn't even me who started it. It would always be like other classmates, which I almost never talked to other than in the class itself. But you know when anyone was hungry because the topic would always shift to food somehow. In some way, shape, or form. And I do that every single stream. I haven't ate dinner yet, almost. It just always gravitates to a food topic. I'm not sure what I'm eating tonight. How to do a cook stream? No. I'm probably not even cooking anything. I might just put in like a pre-made pizza or something. Which, once again, is not the healthiest of things, but it's a very lazy thing. So it works. That with a salad, obviously. Gotta go for that salad. But I think I might just have a pre-made pizza with a salad. I've been trying a couple different brands just to kind of see which ones are not that horrible. I can't remember which ones I have currently in the fridge. Probably just pick a random one. I don't know, pre-made pizzas are pretty underwhelming. Yeah, they're pretty much pseudo-pizza. Like, pre-made pizzas are not good pizzas. They're probably not even healthy for you either, because they probably have way more preservatives than the average store-bought pizza. Like, the average chain pizza is probably better for you than a pre-made pizza, because of all the preservatives that are probably in a pre-made pizza. Whereas you wouldn't have as many, or even any at all, in a in one from a chain. Because, you know, they're making it at the spot, on the spot. Whereas pre-made ones, you know, need to last a while. So they have like 1 billion preservatives in them. Microgreens. You need food now. You're eating those and knocking Chicago pizza? Yes. That is correct. I'm eating awful pre-made pizza. Yeah, I'm still knocking Chicago pizza. That is correct. I never said pre-made pizzas were good. But I never said Chicago pizza wasn't edible. They're both in the edible category of pizza. Kind of like pretty much every pizza chain. Like, it's not good pizza, but, you know, it satisfies a pizza need very efficiently and for a low price. Did we get enough points? Hey, we did. There we go. We didn't get any orbs from it, but we did indeed complete it. There we go. Anyways, let's go ahead into the code. Unfortunately, I still haven't gotten more from Kafka, so we do have to be pretty conservative with them. However, we do have enough to hand out at least one every day, and then 2 on Sunday, worst comes to worst. Let me go open the code section. I restarted the computer beforehand, so it should hopefully not lag. Which I hope so. Sometimes it still likes to lag, even if I do that. But it does tend to make it go a little bit quicker, the older computer. I don't restart my standard computer that often, though. But the older one, gosh, you gotta restart that thing every day. Oh, there you go. Enjoy. Well, thank you, Isbo, for posting the code thingy. There you guys go. Enjoy, everyone. Anyways, next order of business. Let's go and, did we do dungeon yet? We have. Okay, I think we've done all the things then, right? Because let's just do a checklist. Spring event. Check. And we did the 50 battles, right? You should always check that too, just in case. We have enough tomorrow, right? Let me go double check. Why does it take so long to load into the menu now? I hate that. I don't think it did that before. Yeah, we'll have the mythic or legendary tomorrow. So we'll be able to start messing with that tomorrow night. So let's just double check everything. Adventure board, check. That, check. Dungeon, check. Faction, check. We literally just did it. Without even need to spend any either, which is nice. Alright, we're done with everything. Okay, let's go grind. Let's go do, I don't know, what grind do we want to go do? Honestly, I think I want to do the Explore 12. Because we're going to be doing so much low-level factions this weekend. But let's do some high ones throughout the week. Because this entire weekend is just going to be straight level ones. The entire weekend with nothing else the entire time, pretty much. So we're going to stick to some high kill teams here. Like double Empress, for example. Engine light check. Gotta check all the things. I'm always paranoid about, like, ultra checking everything. Like, anytime I go everywhere, I will, like, 5 times check every single object on me. I feel like whenever I'm leaving the house, I lack object permanency. But only then. There might be a few other situations. But for whatever reason, if I don't, like, physically see the object whenever I'm leaving the house, I feel like I don't have it on me. Like, I'll put it in my pocket and it's like, oh no, the object is gone. I'm not sure why, but I'm pretty sure I lack object permanency in only that one specific instance, especially if going on a plane. Like, if I'm going on a plane, I will check every object on me, like, every minute. Until I arrive at my destination. Not on the plane itself, but, you know, like, arriving to the airport, I will check, like, literally every object 1,000 times. I'll check every pocket, I'll look in the bag, I'll double check everything's in there. Luckily, I have never missed a single object when leaving to somewheres. However, I on average check 100 times within an hour or so. I would sure hope I wouldn't miss anything. Yeah, I'm not sure. When prior to boarding a plane, I lose all object permanency. I must physically see it like every minute to know it still exists at its previous location. Did we do the spring event already? Yeah, we started with it, I believe. Right at the beginning of the stream. We just did the Truffle Infinite Loop. Though not the actual Infinite Loop team because you're not allowed to use it for the thing, but a version of it. It's not Infinite Loop, but it does what it needs to do. It's just double Truffle with a Leprechaun, pretty much. And Hero just chilling there with the Green Storm. And when he ends the song with he forgot his wife. I'm not sure how you could forget a whole person. You found food? Nice. What'd you get? Gosh, all this food talk, the first thing I'm doing once the stream ends is making food. Gonna go put the pizza in the oven while eating the salad. Already got a game plan. Was I allowed to find? Welcome. Come on, at least one good chest tonight. We got a Nisha last night. Let's top that with double Nisha. Salad is not very food, but it will do. No, salad's definitely food. Plain salad's not really food, but you can spice it up a lot. You can put egg in it, you can put cheese in it, you could put crab in it, you can put various vegetables in it, you could put fruit in it depending on how crazy you're going. Depends what balance you're going for. You can put meats in it, though I generally don't. What else can you put in there? Honestly, there's a wide range of what you can put into a salad. It really just comes down to what you have. It's for sandwiches. True, you could use it for the buns of a sandwich. I've done that many times. I know that's not what you mean. But using lettuce instead of bread is fun. With some thick pieces of lettuce with anything in between that you would normally put bread on. It doesn't work for some things, though. Like, obviously, you can't make a grilled cheese out of it. But obviously, if it's something like meat-based or something heftier, that would not degrade. Hey, merchant. Let me not skip this one. I can't believe we skipped the merchant the other week. It was the only one we've ever accidentally skipped. Obviously, we deliberately skipped many. But it was the first and only one we ever accidentally skipped before we knew what the reward was. Or would have been. Which means there's a guaranteed chance it was 200 writs. Best option you could possibly get. It's like a potato salad. Oh, potato salad's pretty good. I haven't had potato salad in a while. Oh no, I kind of get tired of potato salad pretty quickly. It's also a form of egg that just takes too much effort relative to how normal it tastes. Like, I like egg salad. But compared to any other way you can form an egg, I'd rather just do it the other way. The only one really good thing about egg salad is you can kind of like pre-make it and just keep it in the fridge like that. But if I would like immediately want eggs, I'm not going to make egg salad. I'm going to do something like scrambled eggs or something. It's just more convenient. Like, unless I'm making... The only time I'll ever make egg salad is if I want something egg-based later. But not now. It's like the main time I'll, like, make egg salad. What is real egg salad? I'm not sure what the difference is. There's not too much different you can do with egg salad. Oh, I'll take the purple. Actually, why not? I'll take that on turn 1. Guys, you're still getting snow? It's like mid-April. It feels like the middle of summer right now near me. So hello, Bert. Yes, welcome to the stream where all we talk about is food for some reason. I'm not sure how this topic even started it today, but it hasn't stopped this entire stream. Honestly, I almost want to stop early just to get food. We've been talking about food so much. Oh, gosh. That's the first thing I'm doing when I get off stream. I'm hitting the end stream button and immediately getting food. In all fairness, that's what I do almost every stream. Unless I'm just ate beforehand. Like, probably 90% of streams. Within 5 minutes, I grab food. Because I generally don't eat during streams. Unless we're doing a very long stream like this weekend when we're going to be doing it. But even like the longer Mega Man streams we were doing last week, as well as technically today, though today's wasn't nearly as long. Like, I'll go for like 10, 11 hours and not eat anything. And then obviously eat immediately after. Did you see your earlier post? First Gem Dragon and Mythic in mobile account? Nice! Huge congrats. Hey, how's your mobile account been doing? Let's talk about eating Pokemon. No, don't eat the Pokemon. Hello, Marty. Welcome, welcome. I never have bothered playing that one Pokemon game. They made some kind of game called Pokemon Cafe Mix. It's like a small little mobile, like, puzzler game. Some of you guys might have tried if you play a lot of mobile games. It looks kind of average. But it's literally a Pokemon game structured entirely around making food through a puzzle-based, like, gem system. Rather, weird game compared to standard Pokemon gameplay. You joined a Jonian's family of guilds? Nice. Yeah, our guild hasn't been in any families. We're kind of just like a solo guild. We had a lesser guild at one point, like a secondary guild where we put like recruits and stuff. But it eventually disbanded and became its own guild. I feel like that's happened with a lot of guilds. Because I assume that's happened to most of Anonymous's guilds. I assume that has happened to most of, gosh, what's that one other guild called? Gosh, why can I not remember the name of the other guild? That one that fell off a lot. Gosh, similar to our guild. But I'm pretty sure they kind of disbanded most of their other ones too. Gosh, why can I not remember what they're called? I know they're still in top 25. No, not Black Hand. Oh yeah, that was the first guild I was ever in. They're still a guild. They're just really low down in rank. But yeah, Black Hand was actually the first guild I ever made way back when. With a friend. Yeah, Interim, that's the one. I was gonna go check the leaderboard. But yeah, Interim had like 4 or 5 subordinate guilds at one point. I'm pretty sure most of them had disbanded by now. They've definitely fallen a bit. They're probably still doing better than us as far as trophy rate though. I'm not sure. That would be a strange day when we finally pass Interim and trophies. That'll be a very, very strange day. Because that was one of many guilds that was once the top guild. And now it's just Sons of Anarchy and Marshall basically having a monopoly on the leaderboard. At least in regard to trophies. Yeah, they were number 1 at one point. When they had like 4 or 5 little sub-guilds. They even had them numbered, I believe. Like 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh! I forgot. We have a world event going on. Wait, I didn't do the world event. When I was doing all the checks, I forgot about the world event. Let's go do that real quick, I guess. I kind of forgot. Even though we, it's in between the things, we still have a world event going on, don't we? So let's go do it, I guess. Like, keep El Loco and Isabel and we'll pass them. True. Yeah, they go pretty crazy on leaderboard a lot of times. Which also nets a lot of trophies and such. But yeah, they do it really, really well. A few other people do it from time to time as well. But they're generally the more consistent ones that tend to do it almost always. At least a lot of the time. Actually, I'm pretty sure if I go check it right now, let me see. Yep. Oh no, Jamie! Jamie taking the lead. Look at Jamie go. Oh, Loco's still really high though. Honestly, that's probably the same amount of ball. It's just the difference between the RNG. Because this is one of those super RNG weeks where your amount of points is just drastically different. Also, thank you, Eric. Yeah, it's the 7-year anniversary of the channel. We'll be celebrating it this Sunday. And we'll also be finishing the 1000 Volkey grind during that day. Because we are 100% not leaving next weekend without 1000 Volkeys obtained through the Vault event. We will stream every last second on Sunday if we have to get it. Though ideally, we would have grinded enough the other 2 days that the stream we do on Sunday will be enough to close the gap. Oh, you're always in top 3? Nice. I need to start giving you gems. I don't think I ever give you gems, because sometimes I give people who get like the highest on the leaderboard gems. Just to help them out. Because they're helping the entire guild out, so we don't have to do as many. Oh, you do a ton of it, but not on day 1. Oh, that might be why. Normally when I check it earlier in the week. That might be why I don't notice it sometimes. Because normally it's the first few days I check, not during the weekend. But that makes sense, doing the big grind on the weekends. Rather than doing it all up front. Because obviously the average person generally has more time on the weekends. And luckily, most Gems of War grinds do allow you to just pile it all on the weekend if you so choose. You don't get penalized if you don't do like X amount every day. There are some mechanics that are like that. For example, the current spring event we have going on. But for the most part, it isn't used too often in Gems of War, and I hope they don't bring more mechanics like that. I really hate that mechanic. Actually, that's my biggest concern with next campaign. I don't think they're doing that based on how they described it. But my biggest fear with the change to the campaign system is they're going to make it so you have to do battles every day rather than doing it all on Monday. Or, you know, doing it all in one day. Because that would be absolutely awful if they do that. I don't think they are based on how they describe it. But if that does end up happening, that is a huge nerf to campaigns. Because the current metaphor is basically do the entire campaign in like 30 to 60 minutes on Monday. Or on any day you wish to do it. And boom, it's done. Of course, you could do it throughout the week. However, it is very doable within like a single hour. Especially with late game options that you have and stats. It's super quick to do. But if they make it so you have to do like a minimum per day, that's going to be really, really bad. It's not described like that with how it's mentioned on the forum. But it's not to say it might not have a mechanic like that. That's my biggest fear with it. As long as it doesn't do that, it should be fine. It doesn't seem like it will, but there's a chance they will. I sure hope not. There is a slight chance they'll do something like that. Which would be really bad. It's a mechanic they did a lot in their other game of Puzzle Quest 3, and it's a horrible mechanic. Like, it basically forces you to do, like, a minimum amount of dailies every single day. Whereas a lot of dailies in Gems of War are really optional. Like, I haven't done the Underworld daily in, like, 4 years. On newer accounts, you generally want to do it, because any time prior to having all factions completed, you generally want to be doing it. However, once you do, you can just keep skipping it. Like, there's no real need to do it. Arena dailies, super skippable. You can technically do 3 arenas every single day for some extra loot, and I'm pretty sure almost no one does it. Though you can, if you wanted to. It takes like half an hour, but you get 3 extra rolls for the dailies, basically giving you double the amount of dailies. So if you ever want to try getting more war coins or whatever else you might be trying to find, Imperial Deeds. Which is not as good to get Imperial Deeds near now, but, you know, whatever you might be finding. Honestly, that's even more dead content now that I think about it. Because, one of the main reasons you would do that would be to try to spend extra gems. But, you know, there's actually a more efficient way to spend extra gems now. They're called merchants. So, honestly, I don't think Arena's even, like, less worth doing now. I didn't think that could possibly be a thing. But it is actually less worth it, because why spend 500 for an Imperial when you could just go find a merchant and spend 250 for an Imperial? Oh, so that is perfect timing, Imperial. I was just talking about the Imperials. But, yeah, why would you spend 500 on Imperial and do that 3 extra battles over the course of half an hour when you could spend the same time and get one from a merchant for half the price? Like, it just doesn't make sense to do Arena for that. I didn't even think about that till just now, but Arena got nerfed even further. Because you could just do most of that off of merchants. In all fairness, there are a few things that show up on that drop table that do not show up on merchant. But for the most part, most of them show up on merchant, and for way cheaper on merchant than it does on the Arena offer, or the daily offer. I'll catch you later, Chad. Hope you have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I'll probably be calling it a night soon. As soon as we get our next reward, we'll probably call it there. Which is one more cycle and we'll be there. Alright, so a few more battles. We'll call it there. Until tomorrow night, which we'll have the new legend to mess around with, so we'll do that tomorrow night. I personally don't feel like the legend's that good, but, you know, we'll mess around with it. It's not bad. It's just not, I don't know. It's in a weird category where it's just not going to ultimately get used. Like, it's one of those things where if you had to put it on a team, you can make it work. But you're not, like, actively going to be putting it on it. The only thing I could possibly see it work for is, like, 4 times Wild Folk team. It might be an option occasionally, if you want to go down that route rather than a different one. But I don't really see it getting used in any team that isn't 4 times Wild Folk. Unless there's some kind of color synergy that just works out perfectly for it. Which is something we might need to look into. Because there is a possibility that there's some kind of team that needs that exact convert color. And it just fits everything together perfectly. I highly doubt it. But you never know. It's an issue that Sakima has had. Sakima has never really had, like, a proper color synergy to really make it work. It's always been in that awkward position where, in theory, it's really good. But color-wise, it just doesn't feed the right troops to really make it function. It's one of those double converters that, despite seeming good in premise, just does not really feel like it ever gets used in any team. It's because it converts is a little bit weird, like the colors that it denies and converts to. I forget what it is off the top of my head. But I recall it being really hard to build into. But over time, as more options come into the game, it's eventually going to have something that's really broken. As does pretty much everything eventually. As more things come into the game. Empowered is a rabbit hole. Yeah, honestly, Empowers just make all those double converters a lot less usable too. Especially double Empower teams. Because why run a double converter when you can run 2 Empowers on turn 1? It's not always viable too, of course, but a lot of times it is. It's more so a Guild War tactic than something you would run on a lot of other battles. But a very strong Guild War tactic. Oh, I'm actually glad I lost my turn there. Because we needed to get full mana on the other guy. Right, mini boss, then the mythic battle, and then hopefully we get some good loot. And then we can actually eat food. Remember that stream we just did where we just talked about food for an hour? Well, now we get to go eat food. Alright, I'll take that one over there. Boom. Alright, final battle time. Unless I somehow forget and then click like 20 more times. Alright, what do we need here? I'll take a brown. I'll do a thing. I'll take my purple. I'll do another thing. We'll get infinite mana. Not quite. I'm gonna hope we pass our turn. Go, skip turn. Wait, we had a 100% chance to not skip turn. Oh no. That's kind of funny. The one time I need to skip turn, I literally have a 100% chance of landing extra turn. Oh wait, oh no. Oh. That is decently problematic. I didn't put that into consideration. Frozen pizza is food? Barely. Barely. It's in the category of pizza-shaped object. Oh no, that was mana drain too. Oh no! He hit me with Grey King. Wait, we can actually lose this battle. Wait. Hold up. This battle is very losable. I need to skull bait him. He fell for the skull bait. Okay, let's hope he falls for skull bait round 2. Alright, he did. I need more mana. I'm gonna try for red from Sky. I'm not frozen on anything. We also had a chance for brown, though we didn't land it. No, you have mana drain too? Oh no, wait. We actually lost. Oh wait, no, that was actually the thing that mana drained us earlier. Never mind. Oh no, Grey King was too, because all he has to do is just target us. Oh, we just lost. Oh no. Because I can't possibly get that much mana that quickly. And this is for the mythic battle too. Yeah, he's just gonna drain me here. What's our best denial? I guess try to deny one of her colors. Which doesn't exist on the board currently. We're actually gonna lose this fight. I think we have to let him skull distract us. No, I have to go for it because we're silenced right now anyways. Alright, good. Alright, we have to get full mana before one of them hit us. That is not an easy task. But we're not blocked on anything, so maybe. Let's see. We need to try to find the most efficient lines for mana. We could try for red over here. Didn't get it. Let's see. We could try for red off Sky. Didn't get it. I need an extra turn. Go, go, go. I could try for triple red from Sky. Or triple yellow from Sky. Do we have anything else that has a higher chance? Not really. Okay, we didn't get it. I wonder why. Alright, I think we lose. We actually got mana drain locked. The struggle of a 30 mana cost troop. Okay. What's the game plan? I have to let him skull distract us, I think. It's our best bet, even though we are taking a bunch of damage. Like, I'm frozen on blue. In all fairness, we're frozen on everything. Ooh, extra turn skull. That's not really gonna do much. 5 times blue! Okay, this is still winnable. He has skull distract. I just have to deny him on yellow and purple. And I think we're in the clear. So we take the yellow. He goes for skull. I need to try to bait him into his skull again. We got him. No! What? Remember that one durability we got at one point? I'm not sure from what, but just pick any of them. We lived. Also, it has 10% this week. Oh, what a win. Wait, wait, wait. Does it have enough damage? It should. We buffed it like crazy. It should be enough damage. Wow. 1 HP survive. Oh, wait. We didn't win yet. Ah, no. What is this fight? What on earth is this madness? Okay, let me take a purple and hope for yellow from Sky and hope he doesn't get skull. Actually, I'm going to take it this way because it's safer. Because we can have a yellow chance as long as the yellow doesn't fall there. Plus we still have brown chance. Wait, wait. Okay. So we take this. We get that. No, he had yellow, but he didn't take it though. Wait. We have to make sure we don't get hit by a skull. There's not much we can do to try to fix that, though. I have to take this. We take that. We got it from Sky! What was that fight? Anyways, what a final fight. We deserved this chest after that. It wasn't even anything good. But, wow, what a fight. What a fight to end on. That was the craziest fight in a while. That felt like a Guild War fight where you're, like, forced to have to complete it. Because technically you do to be able to get that extra loot. Because if you leave on it, you don't get anything from the chest. Yeah, that was a cool fight. What a weird comeback. But anyways, there we go. We'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. We'll be messing around with, well, I guess we had the pet. It's not a new pet though, right? It's just, what is it? It is Dragon Bonus, so nothing special. But if nothing else, we'll have the new legend to go over. Technically it was available as of yesterday, but most people will probably get it tomorrow, or sometime soonish. But, yeah, Beltana. It's mostly a double converter that gives a bunch of positive stats effects. Primarily used for 4x Wild Folk team. Probably primarily used with Wild Queen and or King. And most likely with the 50% Wild Folk start. Though it might have a few other purposes. Overall, pretty underwhelming traits, but its ability is not horrible in premise. I'm just not sure if everything else it has going for it is enough to justify using it. But I don't know. We'll mess around with it some tomorrow. And see how it goes. And of course, we'll use a blue orb to get it max and all that. But anyways, guys, have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful week. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by as always. Greatly appreciated. And of course, don't forget, this weekend we're going to be doing a huge Volk grind. And this Sunday will be the 7-year anniversary of the channel as well. So we'll be celebrating that. And hopefully we'll have some codes from Kafka so we can hand out some extra. Anyways, guys, enjoy your week and catch you later. Goodbye, everyone.